Yeah, isn't it really, really beautiful? It's crazy. So what we have is like the highest wind advisory. It's a really bad one where flights are being delayed in Vegas and stuff, and all the airports are having trouble over here. But this is the wind blowing these clouds from the west to the east. It's almost west, perfectly west to east wind blowing advisory. I mean, it is crazy. And I was just sitting in my living room and I looked out and I could see these clouds rolling so fast. They were a little bit faster earlier. I said, man, that is not normal to see this. I mean, I used to see this in Hawaii when I used to live in Makakilo. And we were up where you could see down all the way to Diamond Head, down all the way to Waikiki from that view. And this is what the clouds would look like sometimes. But they were rain clouds. These are not really rain clouds. They look a little dark. But earlier I saw one that looked like a triangle, you know what I mean? I saw one that looked like a triangle, like a pyramid floating by upside down, and it wasn't like a pyramid up, you know. But this reminds me of when I used to live in Makakilo. And my family rented a house up there with the most beautiful view you could ever imagine. You could see all the way from one part of the island all the way to Diamond Head. But I couldn't believe it. I was just laying on the couch because today, you know, relaxing. I want to relax today. And I started seeing these clouds through the blinds rolling by. I was like, whoa, these are not normal. Maybe we'll see some shapes. I should have charged my battery, but we'll see how far we could go, you know. So I hope you guys are having a good weekend. Aloha to both of you guys. This is not something normal that I would do, but it just is too amazing, isn't it? Like each little shape and each little fluffy little bit of gray. Could you imagine if the sun was setting right now? It would look a little like peaches. You hear the wind? It is gusting. But then you have these little wispy looking pieces of clouds. It's just like, I don't know, there goes another jet plane on the left. They're having trouble. We don't normally have this kind of weather. There's probably snow and rain on the mountains though, but not in the valleys. Oh good, you're having a good weekend, good to hear. I got some overtime in, I was able to post some shorts. One of the shorts though, I don't know if like Girl Scouts has a trademark or you just can't say Girl Scout on the short. It won't let anybody look at it. Like, I don't know, it's not blocked. And you look at it, and I'm eating these Lemon Up cookies that have these messages on it that say be bold, something like go getter, whatever stuff, kind of stuff. I should make some tea. But it's like yeah, I ordered Girl Scout cookies because I have a friend, you know, that needed support. So I ordered some Girl Scout cookies and they brought them to me. I ordered lemon up, thin mints, and something called samosas, but for me, I think my favorite is lemon up and thin mints, and I just ordered one box of samosas. And then I try to give some away, but they don't want any because they get their own, you know. But yeah, it's nice to watch the clouds. When I used to live in different homes, not like apartments and condos, you have a backyard and you can go out and look at the clouds, you know, and watch the sunset and watch the sunrise and feed the hummingbirds, and you know, sometimes bunny rabbits would come to the yard, different hummingbird species, different varieties of birds I would see, and quail everywhere, and sometimes coyote. But it's different now because I'm in it's not a high-rise apartment, but you know, it's an apartment. Girl Scout cookies are dangerous, but can't stop. I know, did you know it took me 2 days to eat a whole box of lemon ups? Thin mints or caramel chocolate are my fave, but I have not had them for years. Yeah, I haven't had to order them for years because I didn't know anybody in my, you know, people I talk to that have children that sell them. Like, this was a grandmother, because we're in a different age group now where I don't have kids. And my niece never joined Girl Scouts, you know. She learned different ways of hunting skills and fishing skills from my brothers and father and stuff. She didn't have to do the Girl Scouts. I don't know if they teach them that, but yeah. Yeah, so I ate half the box of samosas, but I got used to them. It's just the coconut part is too dry in my throat. You know, I have a weird medical condition, so it was kind of hard, but I got used to it. I just have to chew it longer. I think what I would do is put it in my NutriBullet and like blend it instead of make it into a shake or add it to hot cocoa or ice cream instead of eating the cookies, because I like to do that kind of stuff. Like, you guys know freezer pops? You know freezer pops? Well, there's these organic ones that are all juice, and they're called Johnny Pops. If you get some Johnny Pops and you kind of break it in the package, because it's like a freezer pop, and then you put it with vanilla ice cream, it's so good. It's a really good, you know, you dunk it in coffee and it softens up everything. Yeah, but see, for my throat, for some reason, I'm not saying it's made improperly, it's just for my condition. The coconut is too toasty, even if it's dunked, because I tried that too. I dunked it in my coffee, I dunked it in my soy milk, I dunked it in my oat milk. I actually ran out of oat milk. Now I'm using some soy milk. But look at these clouds. I don't really see shapes or animals yet because they're so clustered together, you know. Yeah, guess what happened? I've had this NutriBullet for probably 7 years. And you know, there's like this rubbery area that has these divots in it. So when you push it down onto the NutriBullet system, it turns it on so that it'll turn the blade to run, you know, to circulate. Somehow, I don't know what happened, I was trying to make a smoothie And I think between the 3 bananas that I squished, it was frozen. The far left going off screen looks like a bird. Oh yeah, it does, doesn't it? It does. Look at the far right top. It looks like a donut passing by, doesn't it? Or a tunnel. Something you'd see like an anime cartoon, and here comes like a warrior on the top right. Oh, it disappeared. It doesn't look like a donut anymore, like a tunnel. Oh my God, you guys got to hear this story. You're going to laugh. I'm not saying I'm completely innocent. There goes a bird. There goes another one. Those weren't pigeons. What do you think those were? You won't believe what I did. So I play mobile games, you know. Anyway, my NutriBullet's broken. I play mobile games, so I decided to try this one that looks like an anime type one. And I didn't know, because you can, like, from my Farmville, because I'm really advanced in Farmville. I'm not very good at Candy Crush right now. It's pissing me off. And then I play Cooking Fever and some other cooking one, right? I'm really advanced in all of those stages. But this one, I've advanced within 2 days from level 1 to 30, what am I, 37? And I gotta get to 30, I gotta get to level 90. Do you guys play mobile games like the Japanese ones? This is the first one I ever played, and it has all these warriors in it. But guess what? It was designed for men or women that like women, because they're way too provocative. Like the warriors, I didn't know that. I'm like, what? And now when I get to level 90 or whatever, because I need to get gems for the other game. Like if you, I did not know it had that stuff in there. I'm like, this is way, like, I'm not saying R-rated looking anime, but it is really bad. And it's like disturbing me, because I'm not I'm not saying there's something wrong with people who are lesbians. Guys, I am not a lesbian, but it is way too provocative. And I didn't know that those Japanese games had that kind of stuff in it. But all I need is the 1900 gems that I'm going to win for the Farmville game. Was it Farmville? Maybe it's not Farmville. It's gems that I'm going to win for another game that told me, oh wait, that was weird. The wind is knocking the window. Look at that. It's making the phone move. I hope it doesn't fall down. It's so windy that it was rattling just now. Anyway. Yeah, so, I mean, why don't they put like some kind of like, is it because it's Japanese? Shouldn't it say it contains partial nudity, like female characters that contain partial graphic nudity or something? Or this game contains anime figures that are too provocative. I don't even know how to it's nothing that I like do. And it's so disturbing, because if I was a male, it's just too provocative. And I'm going to stop talking about it. But I'm telling you, it's like it was like a kick in the stomach. I couldn't believe it. I said, no, this was such a neat game because it had so much action. I was advancing, finding all this stuff, and I advanced. This is a hard game, and I think it's called Break something. Break? Something Break. But I couldn't believe it. You play Heyday? The rating system is rated M or nothing, huh? Yeah, this doesn't tell you that. I mean, what if, like, I'm not saying, you know, I'm just saying, like, what if a little children was playing their Farmville and then they click on this because they can earn 1,900 games if they try this game. But that's how I learned about Cooking Fever, because I was playing a game and it showed me Cooking Fever. Then I could earn gems, and you could advance in all those stages, you know, for the cooking. Like you could buy the machines and upgrade all the grills, upgrade all your equipment, upgrade your dishes. Yeah, so I guess you're right. The rating system must just be M and that's it. But it's totally Japanese, but it's in English. And it really caught me off guard. I mean, I won't talk about it, but yeah, now I'm like, oh man, this game was cool. It's too bad it has this stuff in it, you know? But anyway, yeah, I need to buy a new NutriBullet. Or maybe I could just buy the thing that broke. Wow, look at those clouds. Sometimes you see Learjets pass by, but the wind's so hard and advisory is so bad right now, they're not taking off or landing. Those are pretty dark clouds on the bottom. Looks so cool. That was produced in China, so you're right, they probably don't have the rating, and it really caught me off guard, you know. And you don't know until you start playing and you start opening levels. But I got through 30, I think I'm on 37 in 2 days. Because I worked 12 hours and 8 hours, you know. And you can run the game while it's battling other warriors while I'm on the phone and I don't even touch it. It's just running. Like each battle is running, and that's how you advance. But I got so far, you know, and I do have an addiction to games. So that's why I don't have a console. I don't have an Xbox. I don't have anything. I just use my mobile device, and that's how I take care of that. So I'm not spending like I used to stay up too long when I used to have Xbox and stuff. But I was really good at it. I would master the game within 3 days. And now I don't do it. So I guess you could say I'm an ex-gamer, former ex-gamer, and now a mobile gamer, I guess. But see, I want to find one that has the male warriors, not the female stuff, because I'm not into that. You know how Japanese, it's just too much. Because I wanted to upgrade, what was it? Oh gosh, I can't think. I need to make some coffee or something. This weather has got me like, I want to take long naps, you know. I'm gonna make some tea, and I know Photo Loop, good at gaming, and I don't know how I figured it out, and I can't do it because I can't spend my life on these things. I have other things to do, more creative things than to sit for 3 days and not sleep. You know, of course I'd take breaks, you know, but I can't. Well, you got a chance. You get me the name? Okay. Yeah, I moved up too hard and too fast because I figured out each level and how to upgrade the warriors and what kind of weapons you needed and what kind of skins. I never played a Japanese game. The only time I saw one was when my nephew, who's a gamer, not the younger nephew who's a gamer, the older one who's really intelligent. I was watching them play it on the big screen in the living room when I went to Washington. Remember I went to Washington to visit him? And I was there with my sister, and we were hanging out in his house, and I don't know the name of the game, but it looks like this one. I think it's the same one. And I'm watching it on the big screen, and he's at the part where there's too many warriors, and there's clouds everywhere. And they're throwing their power-ups at him, and he's dying. I said, dude, the only way you're going to win this battle, if you eliminate each one by one, pick them off, take their stuff, take every power they have, everything they have, and then you will win this level. And he did it. He actually wiped them all out, and he won the game. The game was over. He got to the last level. And his girlfriend plays too, like they have the whole hookup where you're online with everybody on the servers, you know. But they didn't have their headsets on and stuff, so you could just see the chat, you know. Hey, what happened? It's this in Vegas right now, Doom. Nice to see you here. Are you like a hardcore band? Hardcore metalcore? Speed metal or something? We have a high wind advisory, and it's blowing from the kind of like the west to the east or the southwest to the east. And these clouds in Vegas are not normal. I was just laying in my living room, and I looked out the window through the blinds, and I could see it rolling like this. They're amazing, aren't they? They're all fluffy and... Oh, you're from the Ukraine. Oh my gosh, guess what? When I lived in California, in Mountain View, California, I learned how to make your guys' eggs with the beeswax. And I made all of these intricate... I don't have them anymore because, of course, they broke. What is the name of those eggs? I don't think they're called Ukrainian eggs, but they're, you know, you have to take the egg yolk out of the eggs, and you have the egg shell, and then you have the different colors of dyes, and you use a beeswax melt, and you put the designs with this thing all over the eggs, and then you dip it in each part. I had so many cool eggs. After that, it was like a class that I took, and I live in Mountain View, California, and my teacher was from Ukraine. They were the coolest eggs ever. Shoot. And so, you know, I'm really good at these kinds of things, like drawing and crafting and painting, and my eggs turned out good, but anyway, I don't have them anymore. They're too fragile. Oh, you're having trouble understanding English? Aw. Well, sorry to hear about the war over there. I followed it. Prayers to you guys. That's horrible. Sometimes I see the updates on the CBN News. I've never ever met anybody else from the Ukraine except for that teacher I had. So what do you have to do? You have to stay indoors when there's bombings? What do you do? Sorry, I don't speak your language, Russian and the other dialect. I have a sister-in-law that speaks some Russian, but she's not here. I'm heating up water so I could have tea. It looks like a swan. No, I cannot practice those kinds of things because my spiritual counterparts of my Christian faith, I can't open those portals in my consciousness. And I used to do those types of things before I was a Christian, and it really destroyed my well-being. So I don't know how it is for you, but for me it doesn't work. I open too many portals that we don't want to explore. So I don't practice any of that stuff anymore. And I won't be starting again because of my faith. I have to be very careful. I'm not saying I'm some kind of supreme being. It's just there's parts of me that I can't open those types of things or welcome them. Doesn't work for me. Not a good thing for me. No, those are things that I can't even see. For you, that would work. For me, I do like prayer. No more meditating because I opened too many portals that destroyed me. I'm not saying I'm some kind of like spiritual being or something. I'm just saying no more. I can't have it. It's too intense and it destroyed my... Too many other things started appearing. Well, I just, the way that I focus, because I'm a Christian, I rely on whatever I was taught and what I hear from and guided from a Holy Spirit, from Jesus, from my Christian faith. And that's what works for me. So that's what I do, because I can no longer do certain passages of things that people do. Like I have a different walk now. My life is has a different type of I'm not trying to say I'm holier than thou. It's just I have a different walk than other people that I've been shown. It's like a passage for me, my journey. And a lot of people get really offended, so I hope I don't offend you, but I'm a Christian, and that's what's been working. I've had the most amazing experiences and healings just from being a Christian, and it's not a very easy walk sometimes. Well, you're asking, do you think conscious dreaming has to do with religions? That I can't answer because I'm not like a person who explores those things. But if you're asking my opinion is, it's just, there's different spiritual avenues that we don't know enough about the supernatural. And then you'll have people who claim that they're like a professional or some kind of like person that can guide you. And for me, my guide is Jesus. So it's whatever I see and read and experience through the Holy Spirit that's inside of me. And I just try to do that as much as I can, putting it number one in my life. And you won't believe, I'm like a walking miracle. Because of the medical conditions I have, I should be dead. But somehow God's got me waking up every day, looking at these clouds with you guys. You know, being able to talk too. They didn't even think I was going to be able to see or sing or eat. So it's amazing, you know. What I know that a lot of people go through different things and different things are shown to them. But God's always answering prayers, and I am a prayer warrior. If anybody does have a prayer, you can put it in a comment or, you know, put it in the chat, whatever you want, if you feel comfortable. Yeah, see, I don't know how he appears or what he looks like, because the brilliance of the light, that's what it says in the Bible. The light is so immense and holy. If you look at what happened to Moses, he couldn't even look at God when he went up to the mountain. And he came down, his hair was white. Everything turned white. He couldn't see. That's what happened to Moses when he went to go see God up at the mountaintop. And he came down with the tablets. You know that story? The commandments that were chiseled on the tablets. You can't even look at God because of he is so like the master of the universe, the most supreme, omniscient being. You can't even look at God. He is too brilliant, like it's brighter than sunlight. It'd be like looking straight at the sun. My hot water just boiled. I'm going to go put some tea, make some tea. got some matcha tea. Yeah, so I'm a prayer warrior, and I don't give advice. I pray for people, and it's up to God, you know, what He's going to do. Sometimes it's yes, no, maybe. Oh. See, like for me, I've had dreams where God's voice was in it and showing me stuff, but not what you're talking about. It's different, you know, different kind of journey than you. So I got my matcha tea and I put like a half teaspoon of honey. I made like a sausage egg sandwich with a whole grain, it was like organic egg. And then I put a little bit of cheddar. And then it was like the sandwich bread that's really big, so I cut it in half. And I had 2 little sausage patties. They were chicken sausages from Trader Joe's. So I had that earlier. Wow, look at that cloud to the left. The far left. Well, I remember this conscious dreaming that you're talking about. I used to read and study before I became a Christian about types of, when I was back in the day, it was called New Age literature, and that's what I used to do. But I don't do that anymore. Yeah, it looked like a chicken leg, right? A turkey leg, right, to the left. And then look at the one on top. Look at that one on the top, the very top middle. These clouds are awesome. They're kind of moving from southwest to like east-north. Oh wow, look at how it had like, so you see that one on the left side of the screen towards the top left? It has like, it went like from like big, medium, small, and then it tapers off like something with a tail. An elephant head. Yeah, like a trunk, right? Yeah, and it has ears. You're right, it looks like an elephant with a trunk. But now that it's moving further northeast, it's starting to look different than there goes another plane. Those must be coming from, I wonder if they must be coming from the Henderson Airport and not the McCarran, well, it's not called McCarran anymore. Harry Reid. But if I were to show you the palm trees out now, right now, the palm trees, all the leaves are blowing totally left instead of right, like straight. All the palm leaves are fully, totally left, like it looks like a hurricane. You used to think that I was a kid and clouds were edible and I could somehow jump up Yeah, they look like, yeah, clouds, don't they look like something you can sit on and just like float around on and, you know? Yeah, they're always going, the planes are always off to the left side of the screen because the wind's too far blowing from right to left right now. It's kind of, you see how the clouds are blowing at an angle? That's why I'm saying it seems like it's more like a north, southwest to northwest wind gusts and wind. But yeah, they kept telling us that we were going to have a wind advisory. But I don't see it, like, it doesn't look like it's going to rain because the clouds are moving too fast. That one reminds me of a shrimp. On the far left, look like a C. Well, there's a lot of birds out. That was a pigeon. Here comes a whole stack of clouds. Full of, the whole right of the screen is going to be submersed. Whoa. Look at the way that the sun is in each one. Like, you can see how the layers swirling. It looks so fluffy like cotton, right? Dang. And then you got some closer to us in front of the big formations. That looks crazy. No, I don't think it's going to rain because the clouds are moving too fast across the valley. We're in the rain shadow. So we got all kinds of mountains around in Vegas, from east to west and north to south. And Vegas is in a valley, so we're pretty much in a rain shadow. We do get rain, but the most is our sun. We get the most sun. I like how the light looks in the different layers of the clouds. Somebody gave me like a chef grade matcha. It's the best stuff ever. It comes in like this. Was that some more pigeons that just passed by? It comes in like this like silver looking canister. I think if it rained, it was just on the mountaintops, and then it would be snowing because it's, you know, we got high elevations of mountains. Look at that black thing. It looks like a, what is that black formation in the middle of the screen? I can't think. It looks like a bird maybe because the head is diving down towards the middle of the black formation. And then the wings are up. I don't know. What does it look like to you? The first time you drove through those mountains, I had a picture taken with my head in the clouds. Yeah, you know what this is what we used to see occasionally. When you drive from Las Vegas and you head south on I-15 from north to south to California, when you get up towards the Mojave Desert, after you get out of the valley area and you're coming through into the El Cajon Pass range of the mountains, there used to be a layer of, it looked like the tops of the mountains, like the Mojave mountain chain and stuff, and and it looked like a line of clouds, like a thick little layer of clouds lining the mountains tops. But we weren't that high because the El Cajon Pass doesn't go up that high. But when I went up there before to observe with the astronomy people, the professors would bring like guided tours of the stars, the astronomical tours, and show you all of the stars with their big, like some of them made their own telescopes. And then we would look, we were so far up there, you could see the satellites floating right by us very slowly. The elevation in the Mojave Desert. Looks like an alligator's head. Yeah. Yeah, I feel sorry for Ukraine because I thought, like what was going to happen was it Taiwan? I thought China was going to invade Taiwan, but I guess they stopped. I haven't been watching it. Photo Luke, are you still here? You still on the live stream? Yeah, these are not normal for Vegas, these clouds moving this fast. Yeah, it did look like an alligator's head. Yeah, like, I don't know what's happening in Taiwan anymore because I don't see it in the news. But it seems like this is what I think is happening. China wants to expand and own more territories. Like they used to almost own everything in the world. Everything was conquered by them. And then it stopped. And then Russia's the same way. They always want to expand. But you don't see the US doing that or the United Kingdom. We stopped doing that a long time ago. Japan stopped doing that. It's always like China and Russia. But then you have, of course, the other down in the Gaza Strip, and you've always had those battles going on between the different religions trying to claim their land. Arrowhead on the right. Yeah, it does look like an arrowhead. It's pretty cool. But then you got China creating the new Silk Road, like they're trying to restore the Silk Road. And you don't hear about it a lot, but there's a lot of war in India where a lot of people from India have died battling, just maintaining their borders because they're trying to build that Silk Road back again. And you don't hear the Romans trying to create their Roman road, but it's always like China wants to expand and Russia wants to expand. They want more land and more territory. And hi, Mr. Mickey. The arrowhead was earlier. It passed by. But like, I think the clouds are moving so fast. Yeah, I think that it's so sad to hear and see, and what they're doing is genocide. They want to wipe out the Ukrainians. It's just horrible. And that's kind of like, if you look through, even through the Bible stories of war, they would wipe out different claim land and stuff, and then they would take everything. You know, it's in history. There's always going to be war, and it just sucks. It's just the most unfortunate, most horrendous. These things happen, though. You know, they have to happen because sometimes these horrible things, we don't know what's going to happen, and only God knows, but it's just the most, you know, what happens is just horrible. It's like horrendous. It's outrageous. Yeah, that's right. India, Tibet, Mongolia, China is trying to control it all. Yeah, and then I was like, there was a few places around, like when I lived in California, they had different Chinese types of food. That the real Chinese restaurants usually have like bus loads of people from China and stuff, and you don't really see locals going there. Do you see the very bottom left? There's a little heart. It's a very faint heart passing through the line now. Do you see that little heart, Doom? That's for you guys in Ukraine. It's passing on the bottom left corner. It's now hitting the line like it's going away. Well, God bless you guys in the Ukraine. I'll remember to put you guys on the prayer list, okay? Because it's unfortunate. It's like a massacre. It's beyond humanity. This is like an outrageous, horrible thing. You have a blessed day, okay? Maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll see you another time out there. So Mickey, do you see anything in these clouds? I saw a heart that faded away right when Doom was saying bye. Look at the very top one. It looked like all these wispy little lines and swirls. The very top of the screen. Looks like a seahorse in the very middle of the screen. Hey, did Photo Luke leave? He probably left when I was making the tea. Photo Luke is awesome, man. Do you remember Ramsey? When we were all watching John Dobb, and we had Follow the Sun there, and you guys, and you know that girl Follow the Sun from Australia. And everybody was talking about, we think we want to start our own YouTube channel. That's when he was thinking about it with his family, Austin and Sherry. I said, you should, man. You should. Because you're in Hawaii. That's full of the most coolest cultural things and scenic things that you can imagine. Other parts of the world have. I mean, parts of the Philippines might look like it, or Okinawa and stuff, but it's not Hawaii. Hawaii is its own separate, you know, beautiful place. Wow, that's a weird formation. Oh, he's out doing shout out. Oh, is he live too? Oh, I didn't know he was live right now. Oh, he could be. Yeah. He's awesome. He works so hard to tell everybody about all the YouTubers and what they do. I can't believe it. And the different musicians and the artists and the people, the creative writers, people that write novels and dancing, every aspect of arts and culture and music, and even like you know. Yeah, so this channel, we're got 515 subscribers, and it usually goes up and down, like it'll say 512, 515, and then you'll see 514 and 516 or something. It kind of goes up and down. Oh, yeah, he was talking about, yeah. He made like a trailer for me from when I was like chopping up my tuna poke salad recipe. He put that on there, and the Osaka Castle from the Bellagio Conservatory Gardens. You know, I noticed those Bellagio Conservatory Gardens, those don't get big views. I don't think people really know about them, even though it's a famous attraction, you know. And the fountains, the Bellagio fountains, don't get big views either. It might be because it has copyrighted music, I'm not sure. But here's where we're at with the channel. We're at 515 and holding. But you'll see it dips to 512, 513, 515. It might dip up and down occasionally. Then you might see 516 or something, and then it goes back to 514 subscribers. But now I'm at the point where what they did is something that I don't like again. It said, what did it say? 3,000 watch hours in 365 days, or 3 million shorts views. 3 million, or. Now it says both. So I can't just have 3,000 watch hours. I have to have 3 million shorts views. You know how hard that is? You've never been in that garden? So inside of the Bellagio, every year we have a horticultural department that crafts and grows all of the flowers. Look at that one that I see. Oh, you don't see the one I see. I'm looking at a different part of the window. But anyway, the horticulture makes sculptures. Sometimes there's koi in the ponds, and they have water features. It could be waterfalls, lakes and not lakes, but ponds. And sometimes for every season, they do the most professional, wonderful job. And it could have a theme, like one year it was Hello Kitty. When they came back, like it was shut down from the pandemic, and that's in my videos too. They had a Hello Kitty made out of all flowers and organic materials. It would be seeds, nuts, flowers, woods, different parts of woods. You know, it's all organic things. And they put these sculptures together. And right now, Lunar New Year is on there with the Year of the Dragon. And that was a cool one too. So you walk through the garden and you see this whole beautiful, it looks like something out of a movie. It's like some kind of like enchanted like gardens, but you know, it's like, it looks so unreal because they make butterflies out of flowers and stuff, but these look like real professional sculptures, you know, and it's just, each theme is different. Like in spring, it's usually like one year it was all Osaka Castle, cherry blossoms, the red bridge, the koi. It looked like a tea garden. It had all the beautiful Japanese, landscape garden, like a Zen type of, stuff happening. It was pretty cool. And then for Christmas, they go all out, they call it like a holiday theme. It's not all, and it's pretty cool. Sometimes you'll see, like the Lunar New Year had the dancing dragons moving. They're so cute and fluffy. And they have big eyelashes. And they got sequined, it's just like, the visual of all this stuff is so creative. Like, everything is like that for each season. One year they had where you walk through the bridge into the gardens, but there's 2 other passageways to come inside. You walk through the main facade at the, you know, the theme, and on both sides was Clydesdales. These were huge white Clydesdales made out of flowers. But the way that they make it, if you look closely, you can see it's flowers. It's amazing. I used to as a kid, I used to lay in the grass and look up at the sky and watch the clouds. When you stay in Horseshoe or Flamingos, you don't go to the other side. All you gotta do is cross over the pedestrian bridge. I was just there for Thunder from Down Under with my friend, and I did a video. I can't actually post the video, even though they gave us all permission in this one dance segment. I can't put that on my channel. I could put a part of it where they're fully clothed. I can't put, the whole video is awesome though, because when we're sitting at the table, the performer walks by, and the angles that I got, you know. Anyway, I can't show you guys because it's all booty. Male booty. I mean, I can show you guys, I show you how to walk from Excalibur to New York, New York. And then we went to the Irish pub, and we went to Nine Fine Irishmen. Dang, man, they have some super good food. I mean, I like Re-Rod, Mandalay Bay. Dang. I always, yeah, you don't need to see it. And then I told my friend, goes, Linda, you cannot put that on there even though they gave you permission. I said, you're right, that can't be on my YouTube channel. But you know, it's like Speedo looking stuff. You know, Speedo G-string. It's still not appropriate. She's like, you can't do that. I'm like, I know I can't do that. It's funny. We were giggling and blushing. But yeah, so we walked from there over the Castle Walk, pedestrian bridge, to New York, New York. They didn't have anything on the Statue of Liberty. You know, usually like if there's hockey, you see a Golden Knights jersey or something on the Statue of Liberty. There was nothing on it this time. But when we pass the fabulous Las Vegas sign, it's usually white bulbs that blink. Yeah, of course we had a good time, but yeah, a little too much good time. But when we passed the fabulous Las Vegas sign, it had red bulbs on it, you know, and it was blinking for the National Heart Association. But on St. Patrick's Day, when you pass the fabulous Las Vegas sign, the whole sign is usually green. I wonder if they're going to do that again. St. Patrick's Day is coming up. And my friend was like, we should come to one of the Irish pubs. And I'm like, no, not on the Strip, because locals go buck wild. I mean, it is like off the charts, buck wild. And I'd rather like be in a locals area, you know, instead. To do something like that kind of holiday. Plus, it's going to be like a lot of basketball and a lot of people watching basketball. It's not just St. Patrick's Day, you know. Wow, that formation on the bottom left looks crazy. It looks like Yoshi, but then not really like Yoshi the dragon from that game. That Mario Kart. Just the head, though, reminds me of it. But it's so swirly and wispy up on the right side of the top right corner. So wispy looking, like flames. Doesn't it look like it? So I have a lot of videos. I have more shorts to share from the Japanese buffet. It was called Makino. It was a good. It was good. I mean, it's been there since like 1998. That's where we used to go back in the day. We didn't have anything else until later in Vegas that was called Todai. And of course, there was Yama Sushi later that came along. But that's one of the major buffets that's been existing, Makino, and it's like $45 a person. You have a 90-minute limit, and they had all that crab you can see that's in the short. And I have trouble because I have a hand injury from a cat bite. It never is going to be normal, but that's my normal. And it's very hard for me to use the crackers and crack the crab legs, and it's hard to do. It starts hurting my hand after a while, so just to eat 3 crab claws, it takes almost 20 minutes. So I try to avoid the crab, you know. But like if you go on the strip hotels, all of their crab legs, they saw it in half so you have access to the meat, you know. The meat is already open. They don't do that at this other buffet. But it was pretty good. I mean, it reminded me of back in the day, the same quality, you know. You gotta go to the post office. Well, it was nice seeing you. Yeah. I don't know how long this is gonna run because I think I only had 30% battery. So whenever the battery dies, this will be ending. Who knows when that will be. It will probably give me a message that it's down to 20% or something soon. Well, you have a great day. I'm always glad that you dropped by, and yeah, have a good day. I hope I could get like enough views so we can have some kind of monetization here. But thanks for your support. I'm just going to keep this rolling, you know. Yeah, you take care. Take care. Be careful. Have a good weekend. See you later. The clouds look like a screensaver. So crazy. Well, that one looks like a cat laying on a cloud. That's crazy. Going towards the left. Middle left. Oh. Yeah, plug it in. You're right. Just let the watch time roll. But then I'll be without my mobile device. Somebody's got to be watching the stream. Let me see. I'm going to see if I can plug it in and see what happens. So that it'll have a juice. Let me see. Oh, you're going to leave it on? Cool. Yeah, we need to up that ante, you know. That's our next step. We could do it as a team. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to move the thing in a moment so I can plug it in because I think it's down to 20%. soon as I get the notice. You know what? I do need to do laundry right now, so if you chat, I can look at it in a moment. Say awesome. I'm just doing laundry. But I'll come by and check the chat. Anybody who's watching, go ahead. Coming back to see if anybody stopped by. Oops, burp. I wish I could play music. But every time I do that, it gets copyrighted, and then every time I put my own music, somebody copyrights my music. I can't do that. I'm going to be painting my Hello Kitty figurines. back where it needs to go. Sorry. I'm gonna take a bit here, and then you can watch the clouds again. There we go. Uh-oh, it fell. Should be fine. It doesn't look clear. Let me see. Now you can see how the palm trees are. Seems like the best angle is right here. Yeesh. I don't know. Thanks for watching.